Hello, my fellow travelers. Welcome to the weekend of the end of all we've ever known. It's giving me the giggles because it's so odd. I'm setting this up and everything looks weird, and I just did 4 minutes of the reading and the telemarketer call. I mean, it's like, okay, what is happening here? So maybe you're feeling it, maybe you're feeling it physically, mentally, emotionally. I think we're all feeling it somehow. I mean, for me, it's been waves of sometimes nausea and then like a headache that's like a third eye headache for days. Now it's gone. Today, I feel like a little tight, like a little like brickish, just a little brickish. And I got a stone. I was like, I think I need something for cleansing and centering, and so I held this, and then my arm felt much better. So I think it's really a good time to be working with any kind of crystals, essential oils, misters, daughters of Isis, the place to get it, anything like that. So really, I think it's just going to be odd this weekend, and because it's literally the end of everything we've known. I think of the Doors, right? This is the end. It's the end, my friend. So, but with every ending comes a beginning, and this is really quite a beginning because Saturn has moved into Aquarius to stay for the next 2 or 3 years. And Saturn is about law and order, structure, what we're doing, the timekeeper, and the one that lets the results through, the one that says, okay, you have done all the work necessary for this level, and you can now proceed. So now we are starting in an air sign, whereas for the past 200 years, Saturn and Jupiter have come together in conjunctions in earth signs. So Earth is the most dense, Earth is the most practical, material, work it on the ground. Air is very in the opposite direction. Earth is feminine and hearty and nurturing, and air is masculine and in the thoughts, in the ethers, quick like lightning. So very different shift. So in order to ride this wave, I'm going to go with a very special deck that I don't use except for personal readings. At least I haven't until today. The Wild Unknown Archetypes from the same woman that does the Wild Unknown Animal Spirits. So these cards are super cool. They come in this round box, and they're round, which I've never had a deck that was round before. So this is really special. It's what I came up with for this wonderful new rebirth and portal we're going through. So I'm gonna try to ground here and listen to spirit. They told me to just go, so we're going. So here is the Siren. This is our first card for the weekend. This is about heeding the call of the siren in bringing us into another place, a place that maybe we didn't think that we wanted to go. But the siren's call, we can try to deny it and not listen, like Odysseus, who tied himself to the ship's mast and, didn't get taken by the sirens. But I think a lot of these myths, sirens are like mermaids, fairies, nymphs. They can be good, bad, ugly, beautiful, anything. So I think this is the call of the siren through the portal for the weekend. And it's coming into 5D colors and lights, and the sirens, the end of the flap of the siren's tail brings the new fiery egg that is being birthed here. So heed the call. And then, because we are at the dead end, I mean, the cards really, it's incredible how they just always, they're like, well, this is where you're at. You're at the end. So there's a hand that stops you at any level. There is resistance so that you know that you are going into another level, and also so that you know that you are ready to transcend into the next level, because if you are not ready, it doesn't work out so good. So it I think we're getting the resistance this weekend of, okay, things are changing. And resistance can also be like having to pass a final exam in order to move into the next level. It can also be a final cleansing of self, and a realization that tells you, okay, I get this now. I feel no more negative feelings towards this, which is a good indication. Okay, welcome through to the other side. So I was going to read you that, but I think I'm just going to talk it through, because these are really quite, they speak quite a story. So here's where we're at. Now, the end is the beginning. So the beginning is coming, and it's more than anything that we ever would have thought that we could have. I think I am going to read you a little bit of that one, just because the book has places and tools and people. They're all all the archetypal ideas. So let me just, the dead end, the closed door, the final chapter, the impasse. Contrary to what its name implies, the dead end is very much alive. It is a force that stops us from moving forward as planned. It is thick, dense, uncompromising, a wall beyond all walls. With every bramble, thorn, and stone, it simply states, no more, child. You have reached the last page of this chapter. It is natural to resist its very resistance and struggle even harder to make our way, to prove our point, to hold on to what was. In this way, we fight with life itself. From a mystical perspective, the end you face is very much a beginning. There are doors opening all around you, just not the ones you planned on walking through. If you are honest and courageous enough to accept, adjust, and adapt, the dead end becomes known as life's beginning. So, no more words necessary for that. And the final message card is wonderful to me. The warrior. This is the end of war and the beginning of us waking up as the spiritual warrior. The rainbow children, the indigo children, the star seeds, the light workers. We are sort of dying to just the 3D material and waking up into what our crown chakra has to offer. So the warrior takes courage, of course, and you need to pick your battles carefully. And I think I know this is about making decisions this weekend. What do you want? And think about that. Only that. Only that. The rest is silent. Let the silence be informed by what is coming through the cosmos. So the snake, always about death and rebirth. The ram's head here, I think it's also signaling, this is the beginning. And then once we get into Aries season in March, you will see some of these colors to come. So a little prediction. But we're coming through this very sort of gray, where are we kind of a place. So this is Jimi Hendrix back here. I thought I would give him some eye room for this reading, because it's a wild, the energy. So the warrior needs courage, takes courage. Let's just see if there's a final message from the author. I'll just give you this. Without a true purpose, manifesto, or oath, the warrior is lost. What do you stand for? What are you willing to rise in the name of? Write it out. That's it. Stand for yourself. Stand for love. Forget about the politics of blue and red and donkeys and elephants and all this business of us and them and that team and our team and your team. It's dumb. We're all on the same team. We're on Team Earth, Team Human Earth. And we have the most diverse planets, animals, and people, and DNA, and circumstance, and perspective ever. So let's be the warriors that have the courage and the bravery to go through this portal with love, with light, with understanding, with acceptance, with unity. On the inside of the book, she has this: reject none, accept all. Accept all, reject none. So, do hands. So anyway, thank you for listening. I'm not going to do the regular spiel today. Just if this message resonates with you, then please share and tell the people. Tell the people that this weekend is the beginning of the new, and come Monday, we're going to be in it. So we will continue with these cards then. And much love. See you on the other side.